Test. Okay, there we go. It was not showing up. Sometimes it likes to do that. But there we go. We are here. Welcome everyone to Totally Online Gaming Group. We're glad you guys could join us for episode 43 of Atavar Ascension. So we are let's see here. Ching. All right, you guys try saying something again. I love it how it decides to do this in the middle of problems. Okay, hold on. Now try. No, not that one. Now try.
Hello.
Okay, there we go. Now we should have everyone's audio finally. Because it was being a little bit of a prick. But, alright. So, we are here with Atavar Ascension episode 43. We're glad you guys could join us. As always, got to give a shout out to our sponsors. So, for that, I'm just going to say, check out our new website at www.toggroleplay.com, and I am dropping that into the chat for both the YouTube channel and Twitch, so it is there. So you guys have that. You can follow that link to go to our website, check things out, and you'll see our sponsors there. Who are three sponsors are Critical Hit Gaming Supplies, who is an amazing company, locally owned here in Central Florida by one family, and they are doing all sorts of fun things with miniatures that they print out, all sorts, huge ones that are like big dragons and stuff like that, all the way down to your standard, size miniatures, and even little itty bitty ones like they have ones like little like fey cat creatures and stuff like that, like little tiny cats and stuff, all sorts of cool stuff. You really need to check them out, and if you do go to their website, make sure you use the discount code TOGG15 at checkout to get 15% off your purchase. Additionally, we will actually be in San Francisco with them this Thanksgiving week coming up for Fan Expo San Francisco. So if you're going to be out in the San Francisco area and plan on checking out Fan Expo, come look for their Critical Hit Gaming Supplies booth, say hi, and say you heard about them from this channel here, Totally Online Gaming Group channel, and maybe I'll even have a special surprise for you then when you get there. But then we also have FanRoll, who's also got some amazing products. You got to check them out. And if you follow the link from our website, that will take you to FanRoll using our affiliate link. And if you make a purchase, that'll help support the channel. So we'd really appreciate that. And last but not least, SideQuest Cards and Games. You can also find their link on our website. And if you want to give a little bit of info about SideQuest.
We sell cool dice. And we also sell Magic the Gathering and board games and such.
Stickers on our website now.
And cute stickers with various frogs that look like D&D characters.
Yes. And the candles, which are really cool. I love those.
Candles are pretty nice.
Yep. So that is, I believe, all our announcements, unless anyone else has anything. No? All right, well, in that case, without further ado, we bring you Atavar Ascension. All right, and we are back. So, to fill you in on where we last left off, Leon, Patch, Torbrek, Alpha, and Leon's ward Jonathan, who follows him around, were making their way along the roads, heading towards Ravensbarrow, and they were, at this point, they'd gotten to be approximately 2 weeks away, give or take, depending on, the weather or any problems or things like that. But they estimate that they might get to Ravensbarrow within about 2 weeks from now. Their previous night, before they woke up this morning, was spent in revelry. Some of it, revelry by choice. Others, well, for Patch at least, kind of revelry by force, as the infectious nature of the music that the gypsies were playing, which seemed to be infused with maybe a little bit of magic, had them dancing, singing, drinking, and partying well into the night. For most of the group, morning arose and they were feeling great. In fact, as a reminder, for basically it ended up being everyone but Patch, I believe, because I think he was the only one that had failed that.
Woohoo!
What a surprise.
Yeah, everyone but Patch. You have, for this entire game session tonight, a DM advantage that you can use for any roll that you want to roll. Even if you have advantage, you can say, shit, I rolled 2 crap numbers. I'm going to use my D advantage, and you get to roll one more time.
What's
Okay.
going on?
So I was reminding everyone where we were.
Awesome.
Which is...
Sorry, he wasn't here. He doesn't get to hear about
yeah,
this.
you weren't here. You don't get to hear about the awesome thing that you got last game. You don't remember it. Too bad.
I
No.
remember. It's the DM advantage.
Yes. So...
Oh, look at that.
There you go. So everyone but Patch gets that. For this session, you get it once.
Just keep salting that cup, bro.
Yep. Now, for Patch, nothing else happened. You don't feel that great this morning, but there's no penalties. And
He also
things
stubbed
like
his toe.
He did do that. Yes, for one whole point of
Hit his head on the
emotional
top of the
damage.
Yeah.
Emotional damage. Okay.
Slipped on an errant banana peel.
Exactly. All right, so that is what where we left off. You guys, again, you're about 2 weeks away. You're on the road. You're waking up this morning. It is a nice morning, and as we have done over the course of this travel, we will basically go around a morning, afternoon, and evening, a straight D20 roll in order to determine what is happening on this day of travel. So we're going to start out with Patch. Patch, just a straight D20 roll. You're rolling for the morning.
Okay. That's a 2.
Okay. The weather is really, really rough. As you wake up this morning, it doesn't seem too bad to start with. It's a little bit windy. It's a little bit overcast, but it doesn't take long.
It wasn't bad
Yeah,
until it was.
Until it was. It doesn't take long. No more than about an hour into the morning's travels after you've gotten the horses
One bad
and
weather's
carts.
amount of time.
Yep, the horses and the carts all ready to go, and you start moving down the road, that the wind picks up more and the clouds really start rolling in, and all of a sudden the rest of this morning is just a battle to get any kind of headway, because you feel like you are fighting against Mother Nature herself. This is a huge storm that just kind of rolled through that you had no idea was going to come upon you. It just slamming into you, and you're kind of on the open plains at this point. There are some trees around and stuff, but this is very much kind of an open plain environment, rolling hills and stuff. So think of like on the prairie, big thunderstorm rolls through. It's intimidating. There's no real anywhere to take shelter. you're all getting soaked. The only thing that's preventing everything from being completely wet is the fact that you do have a covered wagon. So some stuff in the wagon is dry, but not even that is preventing all of it from being dry because the wind's whipping so bad it's blowing, rain at an angle, and sometimes it's getting into your covered wagon and getting some stuff wet. So you're all basically getting soaked this morning. The horses aren't liking it. The road is getting pretty muddy and hard to traverse. It's difficult travel this morning. Afternoon time frame. Alpha, go ahead and roll.
That's an 8.
An 8.
The storm rages on.
It does indeed. It does not. It does seem to let up a little bit. It's gotten a little lighter. The wind is a little less, and it doesn't seem to be, downpouring quite as much. But it's still a storm, and it's still coming through. Your progress is definitely taking a hit today, and you feel miserable. In fact, when you actually stop to make a meal, you decide there's no point and try to continue on because, all right, we're just going to have to eat as we go because there's no fire that you're making today. You're not going to be able to cook a damn thing because it is just so soaked out there. There's no way you're starting a fire. Okay.
Road rations, baby.
Yep. Leon, your turn as evening comes around and you're still fighting through this storm.
All right. 14.
Okay, as evening approaches, the storm slowly but surely begins letting up, and by the time that you estimate the sun is hitting the horizon, it's kind of hard to tell because it's cloudy, completely cloudy sky. You really can't tell. It's just more of a feeling. The rain is now more of a drizzle. The wind has died down.
Probably just want something on the lens.
Yes, if you want something on the lens, we'll clean that. There we go. But the rain has died down to kind of a drizzle, and the wind is still a slight breeze, but for the most part, it's gone. And thank you for the cat. But that's pretty much where you end up. Is still kind of icky, but at least it's not a downpour anymore. You've kind of gotten past that. But
casting dust repeatedly on my clothing to dry it out.
Oh yeah, you're feeling that this might be a pretty miserable night's sleep if you can't take some measures to improve the quality of what's going on. So you stop for the night. Anything in particular that you do, like your gust of wind, to try to improve the conditions so that you can actually get a long rest without any issues tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm a fungus. I kind of like it wet. So
Okay. What about you, Patch? You said yes. So besides gust of wind, anything else you're doing?
Yeah, just drying out my stuff
Okay.
without burning all of my spell slots. So yes, I'm just casting the gust cantrip on myself,
Okay.
on my clothing and whatnot repeatedly.
I'll also say go ahead and anyone who is proficient in survival, go ahead and give me a survival check.
Hey, that's me.
I'll do that in a moment once I've gotten the little rascal off my desk.
19.
that is not me.
Oh, well, Patch has got you covered, I think. So
I
'cause
got a dirty 20.
all right.
Yeah,
Well, but
one better.
there you go. Between Patch and Leon, you guys actually do manage to, and part of it's because you actually use the gust of wind not just on your clothing and stuff, but you're smart enough to go, if we get a fire started, then I can dry my clothes out pretty easily that way. So
Yeah.
you actually use the gust of wind to kind of, feed air into a fire that you're trying to start to help oxygenate it and get it to really take off. And between the two of you, you manage to get enough dry, dry fire material and stuff that you're able to finally get a fire going. It takes a little bit of time, but you manage to make it work. And you start off the night, you're able to actually have a hot meal, dry your clothes, and able to get a good long rest. As long
Me
as
asking
nothing
why I
happens.
used gust of wind to create a fire and not druidcraft.
I don't know. That was just what you did.
Well, that's kind of. I was just saying I was using gust of wind to dry my stuff out of. We're starting a fire. I was just gonna, I could just instantly light the fire with that.
Well, you'd think you could.
Okay. I
Remember-
certainly did.
Yep. But you guys get ready and bed down for the night. What is your watch rotation for the evenings?
I'll go first.
Okay. Who's got second watch?
I don't mind either watch.
Okay. So I need a decision, though, for who's got second and who's got third. It's between Patch and Alpha, since Leon said he's taking first.
Sure, I'll go third.
All right. So sounds like that's the order. So reverse order of what we did before. Leon, I need you to give me a perception check.
All right. That is a 9.
Okay. Your watch goes by pretty uneventful. Thank goodness for that fire, because with the how wet everything else is and just the storm that came through, it would probably be a pretty miserable night otherwise. But with that fire, it's keeping the chill off a little bit that being soaked to the bone would have you do, and it helps get your clothes nice and dry. So you're doing all right, and you kind of feel comfortable, and
Makes sense.
nothing really happens. Alpha,
All right.
your watch.
That's a 7.
That's a 7. Nothing really seems to bother you on the midwatch either. It's kind of a dark night because the clouds are still hanging around, and so it's obscuring the moon. You don't see a lot of stars or anything like that. But like you said, for you, especially, it's comfortable because you're fungus. Damp, moist, environment is something that you thrive upon. So now it's kind of nice. You're sitting just far enough away from the fire that you get a little bit of warmth from the fire, but then you also get, you can smell that damp earth all around you, and it feels familiar. Patch, your watch. Need a perception check.
Is it based on sight?
Yes, indeed.
No, you're doing the watch with your eyes closed.
Well, it could be sound.
It could be hearing or smell.
It is dark, but fair enough. I got a nat
It's-
20 then, 27.
27. Okay. Hold on one second. I need to do this. No, you close and okay. So, let me make sure we get everybody there. All right. So, on your watch, you're sitting there, kind of just scanning out across the plains. Again, it's rolling hills. There's not really much light in the sky thanks to the clouds. So it's a little bit hard to see. Thank goodness for your goggles that allow you dark vision.
Wait, they do that?
I believe you have goggles that allow you dark vision. I think that's one of your
Do they have dark vision?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess the dark wasn't a
the goggles of night.
thing either.
Great to be so-
Goggles,
Nope,
eyes
nope.
of the eagle.
Oh, you have eyes of the eagle, not goggles of night. Yep, that's right. Okay, so no. So you don't have dark vision. So interesting. Okay. That works out pretty well, actually.
If it's based on sound, my perception was at 18.
No. Even so, it was based on sight, but what you are able to make out, it's very, very difficult. And if it hadn't been for your goggles that make your vision just on point.
Thank God for all those carrots I ate.
Exactly. It has nothing to do with magic. It's just carrots. Everyone
That's
knows
right.
They're
Some
magical
vitamins.
carrots.
Magical
fucker.
carrots.
Oh, they help
But-
with eyesight.
But you think for a moment that off in the grasses, which there's, you know, a little bit of a breeze every now and then kind of moving them, the grasses back and forth. But off in the grasses, it's got to be maybe 100 feet away, estimating. For a second, it looks like two small pinpoints of light, just like a little shine over them. Almost like eyes. It's
Almost
there
like
and it's
what?
almost like eyes. It's there and it's gone. And you get this feeling like someone's watching you.
I pick up my lantern and kind of walk in that direction and hold it up and say, "Hello?
Okay.
Anyone there?"
Give me another perception check as you walk out there with your lantern.
All right. First roll is a 21. Second roll is another nat 20. 27.
Damn.
I mean, you're really making up for
I only
Yeah.
pass perception
Oscar not
rolls,
being here.
literally. Oh, yeah, really.
Yeah.
That's right. He's the nat 20 machine gun.
Oh, yeah. So, as you are walking out in that direction, you get about halfway to where you think you spotted, you know, the two pinpoints of light. And you think you see them again, except this time a little bit further to your right, and again, like they have moved further away. And it's just, again, for a split second, and you still get that feeling like, shit, somebody or something is watching.
Let's see. Do I have speak with animals on my bar? No, I don't. I have speak with plants. Oh, well. I'll just say, well, we don't want any trouble, so, like, don't cause any or something. Any reaction?
Give me another perception check.
All right. First roll was a 13. Second was also a 13.
All right. So for a total of a dirty 20, right?
Nope, that's a total.
Oh,
13.
total 13. Okay. Wow. So you rolled real low. All right.
I rolled 2 sixes in a row, yes.
Yep. Okay. You hear nothing and you see nothing. For all you know,
All right.
it's gone.
Well, it's been fun.
You
I head back.
Okay. The rest of your watch is uneventful.
The dice told me I can't play with you anymore.
Yep. The rest of your watch is uneventful, and morning finally comes about. You wake up the rest of the group. You guys have your breakfast, and once again, you head out on the road. Let's see what the travel is like. Patch, give us a straight D20.
Okay, let's see. That is an 11.
Okay. Over the course of the night, again, the weather had kind of faded away to a drizzle and just, you know, a little bit of breeze here and there. This morning, it's about the same. Okay. It's a little bit less cloudy. You know, you see the sun peek through every now and again, but it's still kind of overcast and for the most part, and drizzling, and there's a little bit of wind, but it's a lot better than it was yesterday. But that's pretty much how your morning goes. You do feel like you're, you know, yesterday and today so far, you haven't made the greatest progress on the trail. Thank you for that tail in the camera, kitty.
Yep, she's a little rascal.
Silly Phoenix. Okay. Alpha, let's see what the afternoon brings.
Yeah. 8.
8.
I am nothing but consistent.
Mm-hmm. So, what happens here is, as the middle of the day comes around, the weather is continuing to be kind of a hindrance to your travel, but you do feel like, okay, at least it's not really getting worse. It's not really getting better, but it's not really getting worse. But now I do need all of you to make perception checks.
15.
4.
Oh boy, first roll was a 9, second roll was a 16.
Okay.
I think me and Daniel swapped for bad rolls today.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, ahead of you, well, let's just say you kind of see it as you come over this small hill, as the pathway is, been kind of, again, these are plains but rolling hills a little bit. You come over this one rise following the trail. You almost get stuck a little bit in some of the dirt and mud left over from the heavier rains, the other day. It kind of near the bottom of this little rise, but you manage to, your horses pull you up through it. And then when you crest this rise, you look down the way a bit, and probably about 60 or so feet ahead of you, you see a small cart with a donkey off to the side.
It's Shrek.
And donkey, and there are 4 giant, well, I won't say giant, but large things that look kind of like huge ass wasps. And
Ooh.
they are harassing this donkey and cart and the person standing in the back of the cart, which Jen, would you like to describe what you look like?
Would love to. So you see from your angle, I guess it looks human-ish. It's hard to make it out from that far away. He's a big, strong man. He's shirtless. He's got long, flowing white hair with black frosted tips. He's shirtless. He's ripped. He's got a big, flowy cape. He's got a bone sword.
Oh, did you mention that he's ripped?
Oh, he's ripped.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's ripped.
Uh-huh.
He's buff, yo.
Well, this guy's pretty strong. It looks like he can handle those wasps on his own.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for description, guys.
Okay.
Jason, are they within 120 feet?
They're within 60 feet.
Can I cast Hypnotic Pattern on all of them?
You can try. I will allow you to attempt that.
What's the
Oh.
DC?
Well, I mean, it's not a try for me. It's more of a whether it works or not.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is you can
Wisdom
try and see
save?
what happens.
Yeah. I need everyone to make wisdom saving throws. DC 16.
Okay, so that's you too.
Nope.
All right, let's see here.
The spell's so fucking busted. They need to nerf this.
And what was the DC again?
16.
Okay. Okay. So, all 4 of these giant wasp-looking creatures continue to be flying around, and now the large, shirtless, buff dude is basically stunned there, while these things seem to be going around and just now having their way with it.
Patch looks confused at our magic friend.
Mhm.
I
Not
don't
only.
think you're helping.
Well,
The-
that's never happened before.
The extremely ripped man is clearly frustrated.
And asleep, I think, right?
It just kind
No,
of
it
makes
doesn't-
sense to me. You're just sitting there like breathing. It's
Yeah.
like all you do.
Oh, I'm awake.
Yep,
I'm
and
not happy.
yeah, not happy, but
Both
also
lost, I
at
moved
this
old.
at
good.
this point, the donkey seems like it passes out, like it falls asleep, literally falls asleep, right where it's at. I need, as you guys are continuing to move up, I assume, or have you stopped the cart 60 feet away? I'll let you make that choice.
If we're stopped, I'm gonna hop off and start moving my way towards that quickly.
Yeah,
Well, I
I'm gonna
guess-
move
Trying to
over as well.
help these new people.
Okay. Alpha, are you going with as well?
Hmm?
Are you going with as well? So it looks like Patch and Leon are hopping off the cart and making their way over that way.
Yeah, no, I joined him after botching that spell so badly.
Okay. You guys get to about 30 feet away. And I
Hey, you
need,
might want to like drop the spell if you can.
You should be able to.
It's
It's
concentration.
so
Yeah,
I could drop it at any time.
yep.
Yeah,
So do you drop it as you walk over that way?
yeah. If it didn't work, it just.
Okay. So you drop it.
Yep.
The donkey's still out. And when you guys you're about 30 feet away now, these large wasps notice you. And one of the things that you guys pick up is that there is this like buzzing sound coming from them. And I need everyone to make a constitution save.
A con save.
Ooh.
Yes.
I got an 8.
Here we go. I got a natural 20 for 22.
Mhm.
13.
I'm assuming you also need Jonathan to make the save.
I do.
19 from the sorcerer.
Oh, can you fuck off?
Jonathan.
Your
So
puny bug wings
Leon
mean
gets
nothing
an
to me.
8, and Jonathan gets a 16.
Okay. And what did you get, Alpha?
19.
Okay.
I'm the
So-
toughest motherfucker
So
there is.
Leon, as all of you are moving towards what's going on here, you get about 30 feet away, and Leon just like drops to the ground, and you hear him snoring. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Here we go. 17.
22.
Also 17.
12
My
for
dex is
Leon.
14.
12 for Leon,
Mine
and
is higher.
Okay.
12 for Leon, and natural 20 for a total of 25 for Jonathan.
Okay. And what did you get, Ronga?
17, but my dex is higher than Patch.
All right. Yep. So there we go. Do it like that. Do
Oh.
this. Start. Okay. So
Did I see that already?
Jonathan is up first.
All right, Jonathan's going to do his usual. He's going to use the help action on one of the wasps, and then throw a dagger at it.
Mm-hmm.
Helping a wasp.
He's helping it die.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's attempting to help it die.
Gotcha.
So I rolled an 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right, that wasp is going to take total of 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Good to know.
And
Good.
he's gonna stay roughly around 20 feet away from the wasp.
Okay. Good. And that's his turn. Alpha, you are up.
Yep.
I'm gonna hypnotic pattern again, assuming they're all in the same area.
They are, and so is Ronga, still in the same spot. So you're gonna hit her too. Him too.
I need
Sure.
wisdom saves from everything.
Once again, the wisdom save.
Nope.
Let's see if I roll as well as I did last time.
Yeah, I thought that was a fluke.
Okay, so two of them just seem to be just kind of hovering there. The other two, they're still agitated looking.
I'm also agitated looking. I'm
Yes.
just no longer moving.
Yes.
That works for me.
It does not work for me.
I end my turn.
Okay. Ranga.
I don't actually know what this spell does. So.
You do nothing.
Yes, basically.
Right, so I guess I do nothing.
Yes. I don't think you get a save at the end of your turn either, do you?
Have to take damage or be shoved.
Yep.
What is this one?
Yep, hypnotic pattern. It's BS.
Yeah, it's very ouchy. So, okay. So
Hold on.
basically,
Hold on.
that is your
Well,
turn.
it only says that I'm incapacitated and have a speed of 0.
Yeah, so
Yes.
you do nothing.
Is
No.
incapacitated give me no action?
Correct.
No. Let's double check.
Internet?
Hmm.
No action, no bonus action. You got nothing.
Fun police, open up.
Yep. Yep. You can't take actions, reactions, nothing. You can't.
Cool.
That's-
Interactive gameplay.
Then I
Yeah.
will do nothing.
Okay. As you prepare yourself to effectively do nothing. Patch.
Okay, we don't have a battle map or anything, so I guess I'll just
This is Theater of the Mind.
theater of the mind. I'll just thorn whip the nearest one, I guess. Then
Okay. Nearest one is one of the
doesn't matter because I
stunned
missed.
ones. Yep, you do.
Pass.
All right. So Tweedledee and Tweedledum are stunned, but this one is not.
Wait, which one were you attacking, Patch?
Hold on.
I don't know the closest one.
Then you'd have advantage on it
Oh, I do.
as the help action.
Mm-hmm. And
Oh, I bet that hits. 24.
that will hit.
That means he takes 12 damage.
Okay.
And he gets pulled 10 feet closer to me.
Okay, as he takes 12 damage. And that one is no longer hypnotic patternized.
Oh, that was that one. My bad.
Mhm.
You had advantage anyway.
Oh, well.
Hmm.
Yep.
Double advantage.
Double
So-
advantage.
But this one. Where is that? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought it said. Okay, there we go. All right, so this one flies over. It does not like you, Alpha. It is not a fan of what you've been doing.
Same.
No one's a fan of me. It's okay.
Yeah. So it goes and oh god. Okay, so that's a nat 20.
Ooh.
That's really not gonna be good.
That's all right. Do your worst, Jason.
Yeah, hold on.
I'm gonna prep my con save here.
Oh, you are so lucky that I rolled low. So that is 20 points
That's a. Well, that probably
of
passed.
piercing damage. And let me double check to make sure on this. Yep. So, and 31 points of necrotic damage. Your maximum HP is also reduced by that 31 hit points.
So 20 plus 31.
Yes.
All right, I am instantly down.
I can move.
Oh.
That wasp did 51 damage.
He rolled a critical.
And that
Bro,
was
what the fuck
apparently
are these
low.
like steroid wasps? Damn. That was
He did
low
say they're
damage
big.
too.
No, well, on the initial roll, but the necrotic damage, I rolled fucking high.
Fair enough.
It's not letting you do anything.
That's all right.
Oh, is it because you're on me and not you?
All right.
Probably.
So This is not good for you.
No shit.
Okay, that was that one. The next
Oh.
one,
Oh,
Glad I woke up the other one without knowing it.
yeah. The next one goes after, let's see, who has been successful? Jonathan's been successful in
I was
hitting.
successful and I pulled it
Yep,
closer to me.
You did, so yep.
Go ahead, one shot me next.
Well, if I roll a natural 20, okay, no, that's a miss with an 8, so.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Ooh,
Jason, you said I have DM advantage. I can reroll any one roll, right?
Bob and Weave.
You can.
Yeah, come on, do it.
Come on, pussy. You
Come
want
on, kill me. I'm right here.
All right, so that's that one. The other one that got woken up, that actually was woken up on your turn, so that one is going to actually go after Jonathan.
All right.
Why did that not roll? There we go. And Jonathan's AC is what?
17.
Okay, so it just misses him. That's their turn. It is now Sleepy Leon's turn.
Yay.
You need to either be damaged or something else, but otherwise you're down.
Okie doke.
So
I'm sensing some.
Wait, you're asleep too?
yes, he fell asleep immediately.
Because of the wasps.
Oh, that's right.
So now it's back to Jonathan.
All right. Jonathan's gonna run over to Leon and shake him awake.
Okay.
Wakey, wakey.
Okay. How is he gonna do that specifically? Like what?
Smack him on the face.
Okay. Roll it to hit roll.
Okay. With Dex or Strength?
Strength,
Your
I think.
choice.
I'm gonna go with Dex. So that should be.
Technically, you're asleep, so you'd have advantage on this too, or Jonathan would.
Okay. I'm gonna take that advantage because that was an awful roll. That's much better. That is a 22 to hit, and that absolutely
Okay.
hits my AC.
So you take 1 point of damage, but you are awake.
Yay!
Used your DM advantage to hit yourself.
I did not use my DM advantage.
Oh,
I
Oh, I'm
used,
sorry.
No,
I
he had
used just
advantage because
the-
he was asleep. So.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So.
Well,
All
that
right.
would be pretty funny though if I did
Yeah.
use my DM advantage.
So you still have a bonus action.
Bonus action, help action on the nearest wasp.
Okay. Alpha.
Death save time. I
Good
don't
night,
roll those,
girl.
right?
No, you do not. But actually, this is something completely different.
Oh,
I need you
If you fail
to
this
roll
roll,
a
you die in real
percentile.
life.
just
Percentile.
percentile.
Yep.
Jason releases actual wasps into your house if you fail this roll.
That is a 29.
Okay. Good to know. All right. That is
Not
your,
good
Alright.
for you.
That is your turn. Okay.
How dead am I?
29 times over.
Ranga.
You picked
All
the
right, now that I
wrong
can
guy to miss.
do
Yep.
something.
Spell's gone.
Yeah, when the spellcaster dies.
Yeah.
In one hit. I'm not
Um,
even a wizard either.
Rip.
Whichever one of the fly dudes is closest and not currently being. Well, no, I guess yeah. Whoever's closest.
Yep.
I'm gonna hit him. It is. I wrote it down. Here we go. 16 and a 17.
Okay. Both of those will hit.
Good. And I do this many. Do you need the attack separate, or can I put them together?
Nah, you can put them together. What type of damage do you do? Just slashing, right? From the greatsword?
26 slashing, yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yep. Ouchie, ouchie. Does not like that. That one has been taking all the damage. It is not looking good. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna hit him one more time.
Okay.
Hmm?
Does a 12 miss? I imagine.
It does.
Cool.
Okay. Patch, you're up.
All right, Well, let's see. I will cast. Let me read this spell over real quick just to see if this is even worth doing. Let's see. Difficult terrain. It's a range. Disadvantage the attack pass. Nah, that won't really do much. I'll just. How are these things positioned? This is why I like having
There,
a battle map, or at least something to signify where they are.
basically, one of them is right now. Jonathan is about 30 feet away from the cart and the donkeys. The person you're trying to help save, Jen's character, Ranga, is like standing in the back of this cart. There is one of them that has been like the closest one. Oh, that one's taking the brunt of the damage. It's like kind of right up on. Actually, Ranga actually just jumped off the cart and had to run over to it because all of them kind of swarmed over towards you guys, which are about anywhere between 20 and 30 feet from the cart itself. So you're all kind of in a group together.
All right. Well,
Good
I've already
guys and
forgotten
bad
where they
guys.
are in my head, so I'll just turn into a bear and attack the nearest non-sleeping wasp again.
Yeah, none of them are
None of
sleeping
them
at this
are.
point.
Yeah, because
Remember, I'm
spellcaster's
dead.
dead.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you bear and attack.
Yep, just
All
the
right.
nearest wasp.
All right.
Bear with Daniel as he rolls his damage.
Yeah, and I'll just roll a d20. Does a dirty 20 hit?
Absolutely.
All right, so the 2 claws, 2d6 plus 5. Let's see. Wow, that's some damage. 9.
Okay.
All right, and then second attack, I'll just take a bite at it.
All right.
I'm guessing a 25 hits,
That
so
definitely
I'll go ahead
hits.
and roll
How grisly.
a d8. That's slightly better. That'll be 11 damage.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, that
Yep.
one is not looking good at
Yeah,
all.
die, wasp. Fuck you.
Okay.
All
Polar
right.
opposite of the other wasps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many more
Speaking
bear puns?
speaking of wasps, it is their turn. All right. Jeez. Both those are going to miss, so I'm not even going to worry about it. A 22, I'm pretty sure a 22 hits you, doesn't it, Patch?
Oh yeah.
And
Many times over.
does a 14 hit you, Jen?
Nope.
All right, so only one who got hit this time was Patch.
For 88 gorillion
For
damage.
9 gazillion. All right.
Plus
Ooh,
That's a lot of
29,000
D6.
necrotic.
21 points of piercing damage.
Okay. My bear is at half health.
Yeah. And
But there's some necrotic damage too.
Oh yeah.
and
I'm guessing I'm
24
not.
points of necrotic damage, and your max is reduced by 24 points, but that's your bear form.
Yeah. So I got hit for 20 more damage.
24.
24. Okay, so I took 3 damage.
3 onto your health. Okay, and that was
Yep.
necrotic, so that means 3 comes off your max.
Oh.
Okay, so you lose 3 points and your max is reduced by 3. So you should be, what were you at? Like 62 is your normal?
59.
59? Okay, so yeah, you're 56. And 56 is what your max is currently. Okay.
All right.
I think it's
That's
pretty
all
right.
of them. Leon, you're up. And you're actually
All
awake.
right. Yep. So I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up from prone.
Mhm.
Then I'm going to bonus action healing word on Alpha. And Alpha, you will get back 7 points of HP.
Thank you.
Yep. And then I'm going to use the other half of my movement to get as close as possible to the nearest wasp.
Okay. Not a problem. You're there.
I'm in front of it, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm going to use my action to attack.
Okay, go for it.
All right. So that is going to be an 18 to hit.
That definitely hits.
All right. I'm using one of my bardic inspirations for defensive flourish. So it is going to take 15 plus 7, so 22 points of damage, and my AC is increased by that 7 up to 23 until the start of my next turn.
Okay. And do you have any more attacks, or is that it?
I do have a second attack, that is
Okay.
correct. So the second attack is going to be a 26.
That's it? No.
Yeah, that's for a total of 9 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, it did
That'll
not.
be my turn.
All right. It did not like that. All right. At the top of the round, before any of you, before Jonathan gets to do anything, at the top of the round, we get that and that. All right. So that means okay. I need perception checks from everyone, and it's based on sight.
No. My eyes aren't open.
7.
22 from Leon.
Okay.
17.
22 from Leon,
Mhm.
and 19 from Jonathan.
Okay. So Leon, you're the only one who sees it. You see 2 arrows seeming to come from out of nowhere slam into one of these giant wasp things, the one that's been injured the most, and then it drops.
Kill Stealer!
Share the loot,
Okay.
fucker.
And now it's Jonathan's turn.
Alright, Jonathan is going to target the next closest wasp using the help action on it, and then throwing a dagger.
Okay, go for it.
Alright, a 10 I am assuming is not going to hit.
That is not going to hit. Nope.
So he misses.
Yep.
And that's his turn.
All right. Alpha. I now need from you a
He is up again if that matters.
No, he's not.
He is.
No, he's not.
He got healed.
No, he didn't.
What?
He got healing worded.
Well, then I got nothing for you.
You thought you got healing worded.
Ah.
Alpha,
So I'm back down.
just hold on. Just leave that there for now. I need a wisdom save from you.
A wisdom save. I'm not good at those. That's a 12.
Okay. So I'll use the perception checks that you guys just did. Anyone who had higher than a 15.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
You see Alpha's body when it goes down, it looks like a lot of it like decays away from this necrotic damage that it's taken. And so it looks pretty fucked up. But then you see now, as Alpha now stands back up, parts from the dead wasp that landed on the ground next to it, it almost looks like a mist, or perhaps if your eyes were keen enough to see, individual little spores kind of flow off of Alpha's decaying body and latch on to the physical form of this wasp and drag pieces of it off into Alpha's body and repair it. And you now see, Alpha, you are at half health. You are standing up, and you are some weird abomination amalgamation between the human form that your spores have inhabited and what looks like, chitinous plates off of this wasp that have been basically almost absorbed and shoved into the holes in your body to make up for them. It is surprisingly still very humanoid looking, but there's this kind of odd, abominable look to it. It's a little bit grotesque if you stare at it too long. But that's where you're at.
Weird.
I am pretty gross.
Patch looking.
So you're at
back like
you're at
that.
half health, and
Okay.
that's what happened. But it is now your turn, and this is something you were not expecting to happen.
I am still learning my own body since
Mhm.
gaining sentience. That makes sense. Is there a possibility that I could thunder wave up in the air to try and cone the wasp above us?
Sure, why not? Give it a try. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Are they all stacked up like that, right above us?
Well, not. I mean, you guys are. It's like one big fucking mess of just everybody and wasp. You're all just kind of all in a group. It's not like they're hovering above you. They're essentially like they're hovering above the ground, but they're basically right there on you.
Yeah,
So
I'm
are we
just
all
trying
getting
not to like
thunder wave?
blow the head off of my friends as I like flap them off.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna try, and we'll see what happens.
All right. Any of them within range of the spell effect, I need to make a con save.
Yep. Let's see, where is that? That's this. Come on, you. Boom.
DC 16.
Yep. And that's a failure on all three of them. And I will need dexterity saves from everybody else.
Okay, well, that's a 27 from Leon, so I think I'm
Yep.
safe. And let's see, Jonathan
Oh,
gets.
Patch.
Ooh, Jonathan got a.
I got a 9.
Yep.
Okay, so both Jonathan and Patch were unfortunately caught within this cone as they moved at just the wrong time. So I do need both of you to make con saves versus Alpha's spell save DC for the Thunder Wave.
What was the DC?
Jeez.
Okay,
16.
good.
That's a nat 1.
Ooh, so you're taking the damage too.
Can I give him my inspiration here so he can re-roll that?
I'll allow it.
Save yourself, Patch.
Oh boy, if I win, I get half damage. 11. I don't pass.
Yeah,
Nope.
Jonathan also got an 11.
Okay, so you're both taking the full damage of this Thunder Wave.
Which is 23.
All right.
Oof.
I rolled pretty bad on 2 of the rolls.
Well,
All
guess
right.
what? The good news is all three of the remaining weird wasp things took the full brunt of it. And so they're also pushed back.
Yep, everyone shoved 10 feet.
Yeah. So, yep, that didn't feel good. But that's Alpha's turn, and it's now Ronga's turn.
We still have bugs alive.
Oh, yeah. There's.
Alright, I would like to unalive them.
Okay, go for it.
So I let out a scream, and then I'm going to recklessly attack them.
Okay,
Whoever is closest, obviously.
sure.
Nat 20,
Ooh, nice.
and does an 18 hit?
Absolutely. So
Cool.
both hit, and remember what happens on the nat 20 for your greatsword.
Hold on. Okay. So crits. You don't double the plus, just the
Yep,
dice,
just
correct?
the dice.
Mhm.
Double the dice, then add the
So
pluses.
do you need them separate, or can I do it all
No,
together?
You can do it all together.
Okay.
I assume you're aiming all of it at one guy
Yeah.
unless
Yeah.
unless that
Whatever
one dies.
fucker's closer is
Yeah.
fine.
And math. It's time for math. Math.
23 regular. I rolled really bad.
Wow.
23 regular.
23 is a bad roll.
I had 3 ones in there.
Yeah.
the fuck?
23 regular plus 10 necrotic damage.
So 33 total. Okay. Yeah. You just cut that one in two. It just, the halves fall to the earth. There's still 2 left, but yeah, you fucking took that one in half. All right. Anything else? You still have bonus action, I believe.
I mean, I will move closer to whatever next one's alive,
Okay.
but I don't have a bonus action.
Okay. Hatch.
All right. Patch stands back up and glares at our trigger happy wizard friend. Doesn't say anything to him though.
just the evil eye for a little bit.
And I'm just gonna thorn whip whatever one is still around.
Okay. There's 2 of them still around.
All right, whatever one is whatever one. I don't care which one. 24.
That hits.
Oh wow, damage 4.
All right.
It's okay. I rolled low too, guys. But my low is like 6 times lower.
Yeah. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. It is.
Oh, and
there.
it gets pulled 10 feet closer to me.
Yeah. All right.
Wherever it is.
Its turn, and yeah, one of them really doesn't like Ranga, and goes to try to do something about that. And yeah,
Got advantage on
yeah,
me.
I know. I was just I'm crit fishing now because that was a 24 to hit, so that definitely hit.
Yeah.
But didn't get the crit.
And it's been a minute. Resistance is half damage, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And Ranga takes 15 points of piercing.
Round up or down when I split that?
You round down, so 7 points. And going to take 28 points of necrotic damage that also comes off of your max.
Okay. Is it 28?
28. And so
Okay.
basically you're at 34 as your max, and
Man, these guys are unagreeable.
Yeah.
How do Kian?
okay. Then one of them's going after Leon.
Mm-hmm. Remember,
and
my AC is 23.
I know. That's why I'm trying to see if. Yep. Yeah.
Good
that's,
thing he hit
that,
at 23 and a half.
Yep. It was a 23.2 actually. No, it was a 14, so it misses. So you're very fortunate. That is their turn.
Oh, my math.
It is now Leon's turn.
All right, I'm gonna immediately retaliate at the one that attacked me.
Okay, go for it.
So yeah, I'm gonna use my DM advantage to re-roll that attack. 27 is much better than a 12.
That is a very much better than a 12.
So I'm gonna use another blade flourish.
Okay.
To deal a total of 12 plus 6 more damage, so 18 damage, and that 6 becomes extra AC, so my AC is 22 until the start of my next turn.
Nice. And it's definitely hurt by that hit, and you still have one more attack?
Yep. Second attack comes in for 26, so that'll hit.
Yep.
and that'll be dealing 13 points of damage.
Jeez and Pete. Yeah, it's not happy with you.
I'm a little bit of a melee character.
Yeah, just a little bit. All right, let's see here. I need to see if these are gonna hit. Hey, that actually is gonna miss, but that one's gonna hit. Perception checks from everyone, please.
Okie dokie.
Nope.
6.
24.
15. And from Jonathan would be a 18.
Okay. Patch, you see an arrow come from somewhere outside of this fight. Somewhere in the surrounding terrain. An arrow just boom, slams into the one that Leon's been attacking. Another arrow also goes with it, but goes wide. And it's still up, but it's definitely looking really hurt. It is now Jonathan's turn.
All right. The one in front of Leon, is that one still up?
Yes, but it's definitely hurt. It's not looking
Alright.
too good.
He's going to use the help action and throw a dagger at it.
Okay,
And that is going to be a 23 to hit
definitely hits.
for a total of 15 points of damage.
Jonathan takes it down.
Nice.
All right, so that one's done. That means it's Alpha's turn again.
There's only one remaining, right?
There is only one. There can be only
If
one.
that is the case, I need it to make a dexterity throw as I hurl a ball of acid towards it.
Ooh. And not with that roll, it's not going to make it.
What are you hurling acid at?
The last wasp.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
So,
That is 8 acid damage.
all right. It did not like that.
I'm gonna run away and then pass.
Okay. Ranga.
Once again, I'm upset.
All right.
Let's hit a bitch. It's a 20 something hit.
Yes, it does.
And then what about 14?
A 14 does not hit. Are you still going reckless?
Yep.
Did you roll with advantage on those?
Yep.
Okay. So you hit once.
12 damage.
All right. Yeah, not too happy.
And then I'm going to bonus action slap myself.
Okay. Patch.
Hmm?
You are up, Patch. There is one left.
16.
That hits.
Finish it.
6 damage.
Okay. It does not like that. All right. And at this point, this one, they're not stupid.
He did get pulled 10 feet closer to me if he's about to get making a run for it.
Oh, he is. He is taking his action to disengage. And then he is flying the fuck away. He is now 60 feet away from you guys, up at an angle. So he is attempting to bolt. So that's its turn. Leon, are you going to continue to attempt to attack it, or are you going to let it flee?
Is it flying out of my threatened range or?
It
Or it
disengaged.
disengaged, so-
Yeah.
I'm gonna use vicious mockery at it. I don't have anything clever to say.
Okay. That's wisdom
wis-
save.
Wisdom 15.
Tell him he can't run away from his problems.
Why don't you buzz off?
Why don't you not buzz off? I'm trying to kill you.
No, that is 19.
All right, so it is impervious to my insult.
Yes.
Not clever enough, damn.
It didn't really know what you said. It was like, what? Okay. So is that all you got?
Yeah.
All right. Jonathan, is Jonathan gonna attempt to do anything?
Jonathan is going to chuck a dagger at it after using the help action for the extra damage.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay.
I am getting a call from Bruce Snyder.
Okay, well, too bad. You're rolling damage right now.
Yeah, I'm hanging up.
Oh.
That is going to be 11 points of damage.
Okay. It's not looking too good. Alpha
Sorry about that, my mic cut out. What was said in the last 5
said
seconds?
it's not looking too good.
Okay.
Okay, Alpha, you're up.
Once again, I would like it to make a dexterity saving throw as I throw another ball of acid towards it.
Okay, that time it's a 22.
Well, if that is the case, that's it.
Okay, so it takes nothing.
Take damage?
No, it's a cantrip. So
Oh, I'm sorry. No, my brain said the DC
Okay.
was higher.
All right, Ranga. It
I'm gonna
is.
pick up a stone,
Oh, and you're gonna throw
like
a rock.
a decently sized chunked rock, and just chuck it at him
Okay, roll to attack.
recklessly.
Roll to attack.
No.
Okay. Patch.
Then I'm gonna hit the ground.
Wait, hold on. Why are you slapping yourself and hitting the ground?
Because she
I
missed.
chucked a rock and I missed, so I angrily hit the ground.
Fair enough.
Patch. Are you going to attempt to hit this thing as it's fleeing?
Even if I wanted to, I could not.
Okay.
So I shake my fist angrily at it and
Okay.
say, "Yeah, you better run."
Okay, and it
Old man
says,
Gilbert
"Damn straight I will." Moves and actions. It is now 180 feet away and continuing to go. It's out. We're gonna say combat's over. So there you are, guys. The fight is over, and you find yourselves at midday in kind of dreary weather. Not the best, but not as bad as it has been. Most of you are covered in blood, and there is the bodies of 3 of these creatures laying on the ground, one of them that has fled.
You cut out one of them that is what?
Has fled.
Ah.
Fled. Flown away.
He's
Fluted.
fleeted. Past tense.
Fleeted. Flitted.
I suppose I'll have an existential crisis pondering how my flesh even stays together right now.
I'd say thanks for the assist, but I don't know if that's what I'd call it.
I whispered to Leanne, "I think I hate our new friends."
They have certainly interesting ways of doing things.
Yeah, they hurt me a lot more than the things we were fighting.
They have certainly interesting ways of doing things.
One doesn't understand friendly fire, and the other one is a psychopath.
Are they talking
Yeah.
about me?
No.
No, they're talking about the one in
Torgrek and
stasis.
Alpha.
Yeah, no, I figured that one, but you were talking about 2 of them, so that's where I was lost. It's like, damn, we are friends already.
I voice my concerns to Leon, then look over to the new person and say, "Well, you all right?"
Would have been better if I didn't not do anything for a while.
I understand. All good
Fine.
though. Real talk.
Yeah,
Real talk.
I'm fine. You guys look worse for wear. I'm doing all right.
I do feel kind of shitty, actually. Surprisingly.
I I go to check on my donkey.
Donkey's asleep, but other than that,
No, he's
unharmed. No, yeah, you slap him. Okay, yeah, he
Harmed.
wakes up.
Slap that ass.
not. Well, donkey's all right, so I guess we're good. Where are you guys headed?
That's a great
Ravensbarrow.
question. Ah, yes, Ravensbarrow. That is an answer I remembered as well.
Wait, what's Ravensbarrow?
Where we're
that's
heading.
That's where we've been traveling this entire time.
Oh,
The destination.
The place we are going.
well, I guess
Actually, Patch doesn't like you right now. He did not answer you with that.
Leon, I actually want to go investigate the wasps and see like if maybe I could roll a history check or something to see what they are.
Give me a religion check.
Religion. I don't know if I like that. That's gonna be a 12.
Okay. What you do recall about these creatures, which primarily it's not from the looks of them, which is very much wasp-like, but they are large creatures and they are. It's not just wasp. There is demonic, energy around them. And it's more so that droning sound that you heard. That specifically, you remember reading about in some religious texts about a creature called a chasme.
I knew it. I knew it. Okay.
And
I did it.
they are large demonic wasps,
They're
essentially.
big no-nos. No wonder they hit so fucking hard.
Yeah,
That's
these things are no joke.
See, when I saw the necrotic damage, the image in my mind shifted from scary wasp to ugly wasp demon, and I was kind of running with that whole narrative, and so glad I got to confirm that.
Yep.
So what were demon wasps doing around the forest or the plains, I guess?
That's
Over
a
here.
very
Traveling,
good question.
and they came out of nowhere.
I
I've got
take
another
I take a
demon
good
right
look at our
here.
new friend. What are you?
I am a human.
A human? Can I
Yeah.
insight that?
I mean, you can.
Sure.
Let's see. No, I just want to perceive or roll a perception check.
Nope. It's an insight.
I mean, that was more to Jen as a joke.
I know. I mean, he looks human.
All right, fair enough. You're a human.
You're not another fungus person, or a furbolg.
No, I can't say that I've ever met a fungus person until about 5 seconds ago.
Oh no, that was out of character.
There you go. There's there be person.
hey Jason.
That's me.
Oh yeah, there we go. I'm in Tailspire now.
Yep.
Yeah.
With
Only
the
that fire.
remaining corpses of the wasps, can I try and graph them to myself? See if this is something.
All right. For this, I will need you to roll a wisdom saving throw. And the DC is high because you're trying
Nope.
to control this.
That's a 1.
Yeah,
That one for a total of 2.
The rest of
Big
you
enough to put
see
anybody, it goes,
Yeah, the rest of you see Alpha like go over there and like grab a couple like pieces of chitin, like like plates of it off of, and like kind of try to rip it off these creatures, and then like hold it against their body and like concentrate, and nothing's happening, and it looks really odd.
I'm gonna walk over to the bunny. Is that normal?
I take a step back from you as you walk forward. I don't have a whole lot of luck with new friends as of late. So, what were you? What's up? Is what normal?
That. And the
I look
whole
around
fucking thing that just
quizzically.
happened with Mr. Mushroom.
I mean, I guess he's still kind of new to us too, and
Yeah,
yeah.
I've never seen that before.
To be fair, I'm new to existence, so I don't even know.
Are you guys okay?
No.
I'm not referring to you.
Hmm?
I didn't hear what you said. Sorry,
Yeah.
my mic
Are
cut
you
out
guys
again.
okay?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Personally.
I just got my freaking ass blasted by a thunder wave from my own teammate. So, pardon me if I'm a little
Concern was
nettled.
from. Yeah, that was my concern.
Well,
Alright.
everything seems to be in order. I'm glad we were able to help. Where exactly are you headed?
Ravensbarrow.
Oh, what a
So, same direction.
how convenient.
I know.
Never would have guessed.
Ravensborough. You have a burrow. That's funny.
It's the Ravensbarrow. She
The,
stole
the,
it.
the donkey, it's a burrow. Ravensborough.
No, it's a donkey.
Is that just a Fey term? Oh well.
It's Barrow. Ravensbarrow. But with an A.
I see my joke has gone miles over your heads.
Yes.
I literally added to it. I said it's the Ravensbarrow. She just stole it.
Oh, sorry, that went over my head. That joke was too good.
All right. Well, on that note, are you guys going to continue on your journey at this point, or are you hanging around here? Anything else that you wanting to do at the site of combat, or?
I take one last peek around for the little dudes. I assume that was what I saw last night. Little homies shooting the arrows from the distance.
All right. So you're attempting to look around. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
17.
Nope. Nothing that you can notice.
All right, well, guess
Didn't
there's
we have
nothing else
to-
here.
Didn't we have to skip travel or skip breaks for several days due to the weather?
Not for several days, just for that yesterday.
Oh. Should we not take the opportunity with the dry weather to dry
it's-
out goods and
Still not
Make-
dry weather yet. It's just not nice.
That's
It's
just
just
not
not
good.
horrible. It's not horrible, but it's still relatively overcast. There is some sun peeking through the clouds now and again, but it's relatively overcast. Still drizzling a little bit, and every once in a while a little bit of a breeze. But other than that, you know.
never mind. Weather sucks as always. Let's continue.
Leon was going to then invite this new individual to
Ranga.
travel, Ranga, to travel with them to Ravensbarrow.
That sounds great. I can follow behind your caravan for extra support.
All right, works for me.
All right. So on that note, Leon, it's the roll for the evening. Give me a straight D20.
Oakley dokley.
As Leon says, sure, another new person could join us. Patch looks at him like,
Leon just kind of looks over at him and says, "Relax. This doesn't have to be permanent. We're just headed to the same destination."
all right, but you keep your spells to yourself.
I have
I don't
thus
know
Go up and
far.
down.
spells.
All right, well, you keep that big old sword to yourself too.
I got a
I
6
usually hit
for
the
the
bad
roll.
guys.
You got a 6? Okay.
Yeah.
So the weather turns a little
Mhm.
bit bad again. It's not like that huge thunderstorm, but the rain starts getting a little bit heavier again as evening comes around. It's gonna be another pretty crappy night. You guys eventually do set up and camp for the evening, and from there, I will need you guys to come up with your watches for the night. Are you doing, the same set that you had before? Are you adjusting anything?
I can go first because I'm curious about those little dudes. I want to see if they make another appearance. I
Okay.
volunteer unless someone is
Okay.
very adamant about going first.
I'm fine to watch whenever. I can see fairly well in the dark.
I also can see in the dark, and I'm comfortable at night, so I may take any rest or any watch.
I'll take second watch then.
Well, no offense to the super new person, but we just met you, so I don't know if I
Hey,
trust you enough to
Listen,
take the watch
I
for
don't
our
give a
group
shit.
yet.
I'm just saying I can if you need me to. I'm fine taking a nap too.
So, what do you decided on?
Nap time.
Okay, so
I'll
Patch
be
said.
third watch, Leon second, Patch first.
Okay. All right. So, with that, we're going to take our break. And then we'll come back and find out what happens on watch. So, we'll be back in just about 10 minutes. And anyone that is watching on YouTube, if you want to super chat us and, maybe make a suggestion as to something you'd like to see happen in tonight's session, feel free to do so. If you're on Twitch and you want to do the same thing, if you send us a donation of Twitch bits and tell us what you would like to see happen, okay, we'll do it that way as well. So, other than that, we'll see you in just about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, we are back from our break. I do not see any bit donations or super chats that we need to worry about at this time, so I think we are good to go. Once again, as audience members, you can have an effect on the game by super chatting or donating bits and telling us what something you would like to see happen. So feel free to do that at any time, and we will do our best to to just do that. All right. So it is nighttime, and Patch, you were the first one on watch.
I sure was. Let me roll a perception.
Yep.
2 times, luckily.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty 20.
Okay. It's a relatively dark night tonight. Again, the weather kind of rolled in a little bit more towards this evening, so you can't see any stars. You can't see the moon. The cloud cover is, blocking it out, so it is dark. The only real light you have right now is the firelight that you guys have managed to get a fire going, and if you've got your lantern, that as well. But other than that, you really don't have any light to see. But you do manage to peer out across the plains, and you don't notice anything out of the ordinary at this time.
You're cutting out a lot.
So are you. Okay, so there.
Can't see any stars, can't see the little guys. Patch is just bored on this watch, so he's like picking up leaves off the ground and using druid craft repeatedly to like do a little puff of air up into the air and then like set them on fire as they
That
Okay.
doesn't sound very druid-like.
and they're just it's boredom. I'm not they're leaves. They're probably burning before they hit the ground anyway.
This is what druids do in their free time. Okay, just deal with it.
Who doesn't like setting things on fire?
All right, so your watch goes by uneventful. Who has the mid watch? Was that Alpha or Leon?
Here's me.
Okay, go ahead and make your roll.
A 6.
Okay. You notice nothing unusual on your watch. Okay. You think, you're not positive, but you think maybe Patch is snoring a little bit heavier than normal. Maybe just really tired and sleeping hard because he took some damage,
Yeah.
Maybe just, really deep into sleep. And hold on a second.
Honk shoe.
Okay. That's it for your watch.
Oh,
You're doing great.
Alpha.
She's lying to you.
that is my second nat 1 in a row for a 2.
Oh, lovely. So
I just stay asleep on my watch, apparently.
Oh no.
Okay. So on your watch, you are actually woken up and you start your watch and you find yourself just absolutely mesmerized by the patterns in some of these chitinous plates that have embedded themselves in your flesh, and you're just kind of staring at that and thinking, oh, it's so interesting. And before you realize it, you're actually asleep. Okay. Late morning, y'all wake up. It's late morning because, well, no one woke you up at the normal time. Like, the last watch didn't wake you up.
Hmm. I wonder why.
And you realize it when you see Alpha, asleep, sitting there.
Just saying, I would have been awoke.
Figures. Patch checks his pockets and belongings to make sure everything is still there, and then looks around to see if anything else is missing or changed.
Okay.
I feel my pockets.
Okay. You don't see anything missing. You don't notice anything gone.
All right, now I look around to see if anything is out of place or missing in the camp.
So, give me an investigation check then.
Investigation. Oh, that's actually not too bad. 19.
Okay. It seems normal. I mean, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary. It's a campsite. You see footprints of, those of you who were in the camp. Okay.
I walk
And-
over to Leon. If he's not up, I wake him up. Say, well, good news. Doesn't look like anything is missing.
Okay.
That's good to hear.
One thing you do notice, though,
Oh,
over
Psych.
over on the outskirts of the camp, as you're looking around, you notice one footprint
One singular footprint.
in the mud. It is very light, as if whoever left that footprint, if it hadn't been for the fact that it was kind of a muddy area and like a perfect place to capture a footprint, that this person wouldn't have left any footprints. So like, it's
Patch sees this. He says, aha, I knew it. And he does a couple big hops, rabbit hops over to not the actual skill. I just flavor wise.
Yeah.
He's a bunny person. He just takes a few big excited hops over to where he sees that footprint and investigates. And by investigates, I mean rolls survival.
Can I assist?
Sure. So you get advantage.
You just come walking up behind Patch.
Yeah,
Hey, what you looking at? Patch jumps and turns around like, hey.
I'm trying to see what you're looking at.
Well, if you must know, I thought I saw some things the other night looking at us, but they wouldn't show themselves. And now I see a little footprint over here. So I suspect it may have been our little friend. So, first roll. That's pretty good. First one was a 25.
Holy shoot.
Second one was not as good. 25.
Okay. So, based on the angle of this footprint, it's looking like this was pointed towards your camp. Like someone stood here momentarily and was looking into your camp and observing. And that, so they would have had to come from kind of almost exactly opposite of the way this is facing. And so you kind of, all right, well, let me go that way and see if I can find any more.
And that's what I do.
Because of your ability to understand the land, nature, how grasses grow and move and stuff like that, you actually notice some very, very minor details that others may not have caught. Things like the way the grass is bent in one area. This is actually another footprint. It's not as clearly defined as a footprint, but someone stepped here. And there is something naggingly familiar about this.
Do I know what might be familiar about it?
Give me an intelligence check. Straight
Oh, no.
intelligence.
Let's see.
Daniel's won that 20 of the session.
No,
Oh,
I've already rolled
oh,
like
good.
4 nat 20s this session, all on perceptions. 14.
Okay. You just can't place it. It just something just getting you. It's like, man, I know.
They're not frog footprints, are they?
No, it's definitely a human or humanoid.
Okay.
You know, it's not. This is some kind of bipedal humanoid, human-ish creature. Could be, you know, it. You highly doubt it's a dwarf. Dwarfs, you know, would be. You think this could be a human, an elf, a half elf, you know, a tall halfling. Who knows? You know.
The world's tallest halfling.
Yeah, exactly. You're not exactly sure. You just know. All right, it's familiar enough. I know that this is humanoid, and I can kind of narrow it down to a potential few races, just based on like the size and stuff like that. You know, but
Damn gnomes.
yeah.
So am I able to continue tracking it, or is it just a dead end?
It seems to you like, you know, if I keep trying, maybe I'll be able to keep following it, but these are, I mean, whoever is putting these footprints down, they're good at not being seen.
All right.
They know what they're doing. This is challenging you.
Are there trees around this area?
Not really too many. This is mostly plains, so it's mostly rolling hills and grassland.
Quickly checks speak with plants to see what that entails. Let's see.
Speak with this individual blade of grass.
Yeah. Hey. All right, y'all. Tell me if you've seen anyone come through here. Let's see.
On God, solid boom.
No magical ability to influence. Whatever. I'll try it. Cast speak with plants.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can get any information about where these critters may have gone or where they came from.
So you are attempting to speak with plants. What
I am
plants in
speaking with plants.
particular are you trying to speak with?
The grass.
Okay. Outstanding.
Many options.
But he chose one of the ones that got stepped on, so he's like,
I see. I'm here to avenge you.
So, what do you ask him?
Patch just lays down in the grass on his chest, like talking to the grass, like, "Hey, what y'all thinking about?"
Worms. Worms in our roots.
Okay,
They
that's
tickle.
nice.
They tickle.
That's weird, but I believe it. Actually, that would be a strange sensation. A bunch of worms crawling around. But you know what? I don't want to get into that. Anyway, you guys seen any little dudes coming through here?
Dudes,
Maybe a little bit bigger than little.
Dudes. What's dudes? And it's like I can't do it
little
myself.
people.
I can't do it myself, but it's like a cacophony of hundreds of voices at once as this area of grass is responding to you.
I like how the grass actually has voices, whereas the trees at the beginning, it was like you can feel that they're like they understand you and they communicate in a druidy way. All the grass are like the fucking aliens from from
Toy Story.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what grass is, man. It's just aliens.
The little green
I'll
alien.
probably get along with them, apparently.
to walk over to Leon.
All right.
So, what else you ask him? You're asking him about dudes.
Yeah, they step through here. They're kind of like us, maybe slightly different sized and shaped, but they stepped through here. I'm just trying to figure out where they went. Can you
Mm.
can you help?
Dark one. Yeah, dark one step. Dark one step. Crushed.
Dark ones? I don't think we're allowed to say that. I'm joking. Please go on.
Oh, oh goodness.
It's only racist if you make it racist.
Exactly. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks.
Grass racist.
Racist
The
grass.
grass.
Nah, dark one stepped here.
Dark ones. Well, do you know where these dark ones went? Where they came from, perhaps?
That way? And they have no way of pointing, so.
All right, so I'm gonna point.
They say that way, and just that's it. That's her that way.
I'm gonna point in a direction in 4 different directions, and I'm gonna name them by number, and then you tell me which number the direction corresponds to, and I do that. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay. 7.
7? No, that's not right. I said 1 through 4. You can't say 7. Come on now. There's like literally
L.
thousands of you. Surely one of you.
L.
L? No. Come on, fellas. Use your heads.
Frog?
Your little grassy heads. No, I mean, it could have been a frog. Was it a frog?
Worms.
What? Okay, we're getting back off. We're getting off topic here, fellas.
Ah.
I love it.
So as I walk over to Leon, so it seems like you're the normal one in the group.
I try to be. Jonathan's here too, but I wouldn't discount what Patch is doing. He's got a way of things figured out.
It looks like he's arguing with grass.
You can see Patch getting visibly frustrated in the distance, shaking his
Because I
hands on
don't
the
get
grass.
the grass.
I don't speak with grass either, but I'm guessing he is able to, and hey, if the grass is able to know where the person that was spying on us went, then I don't see any issue with it.
So, do you guys normally get followed everywhere you go?
I used to get followed everywhere I went, but no, I don't think we're usually followed.
I didn't go anywhere for a long time.
Where the fuck did you come from?
I
Just
didn't-
there, and I was here too.
I've been here the whole time and always will be.
My God.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be an easy drive to Ravensbarrow, but Ooh.
It is until it isn't.
I'd say this is relatively easy. Safety in numbers and all. I mean, sure, this might not be the company you want, but it's better than giant wasps.
A lot of things are better than giant
Yeah.
wasps.
I kind of had it under control, but it's fine. I appreciate it.
You're welcome to leave at any
Wasn't-
time.
I wasn't being stalked before, but I guess now we are, so that's cool. Crazy man talking to grass. You got a mushroom wasp now. And then there's you two, so
I guess I'm technically also elf. That was the first corpse I
Yep.
flashed.
Mush wasp elf.
how do you guys handle the smell?
The smell of what?
What smell?
And I point to your mushroom.
Hey, DM, does alpha smell?
I am an undead.
This
so-
Yeah,
boy's
Alpha
fucking
is a
stinky as
corpse.
fuck.
Yeah, I heard corpse, mushroom, and then more corpse.
Yeah. Alpha is a fucking corpse. The corpse of an elven female, and now mixed with the corpse of a Chasme. And fungus.
Like,
Does that make me
this-
also demonic?
Maybe.
I have so many questions about myself.
Yes,
at
you
this
do.
point, at this point, Leon says, "You know, I never noticed it until now, but mm-mm."
You know what helps with that? Alcohol. And I go into my cart and I come out with like a mini keg of whiskey.
A firkin.
Yeah.
All right.
Then I take a sip and I pass it on.
Leon takes a sip and passes it to Jonathan.
Jonathan takes a sip, passes it to Torbreck, who takes more than a few sips. All right, Patch. I need you to give me another straight intelligence check.
4.
Oh,
Okay.
I love
You're-
failing.
You're not sure,
holy shit.
but you have an idea that maybe this grass knows a lot more than it's saying.
All right, fellas, I have a sneaking suspicion, confirmed by God, that that you might know more than you're letting on.
The fucking grass has been sworn into secrecy.
Now, I don't know what they're paying you, but I definitely can't match it. But it would be really cool of you to help me out here. What do they pay you in anyway? Like soil or dirt or what?
Fertilizer.
Worms.
Worms.
I don't have any worms. Dang it! I get ready to slam my fist to the ground and decide not to. All right. So, you said that way. And can you guys just like kind of lean in a direction?
All right, give me a persuasion check.
Plants might be able to perform other tasks on your behalf at
Give
the
me
GM's discretion.
Give me a persuasion check.
Can you? Okay. Okay, that's not as awful as it could have been. 16.
Okay.
Just a charisma, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The blades of grass seem to kind of flow in the breeze a little bit. And as you watch them, it's almost like they create a little bit of a path that's leading away from your camp.
A pattern that's leading away from the camp?
A little bit of a path.
All right. And thanks, fellas. And I follow the path.
Okay.
Just hip hopping along.
Okay. And
Hey, let me take a. I assume we got a long rest.
Should we? Oh,
yes, everyone, you did get a long rest.
did that fix the necrotic situation?
Yes.
Long rest.
Let me double check just to make sure, but
Well, yeah, that's right. I just put it under.
It's normally just to fuck you over from being able to be healed all
yep,
the way.
just long rest. Yep. So yep, it was just needed a long rest. You're all good for that.
Patch is just hip hopping away.
Does anyone notice this or?
Yeah, I was like, should we follow the bunny?
Yeah, you guys see him. He's now gotten up
You
instead
probably
of.
would have noticed me not shouting at the grass anymore.
Oh yeah, I was like, cause I was there for you for a while, then you started yelling at grass, and I walked away.
Mhm.
I suppose curiosity got the better of the cat, so
That's a bunny.
be like the bunny and follow.
Yeah, Leon's gonna follow.
Okay.
I'll get up.
Away we go, I guess.
And Patch is just up ahead, following this path.
Okay. Hold on one second. And there we go, get that fixed. There we go. Okay, so now we got all the names matching up right. And I just
Oh, you know what? I can help this grass out for helping me. I'll cast plant growth
Steroids, yeah.
in that area.
They all hit puberty at the same time.
Thanks,
Oh,
fellas. Here you go.
Hormonal grass.
100-foot radius. Just everything becomes thick and overgrown. The whole camp gets filled up with grass and other
It's
plants.
gonna be real interesting when we have to cut it down to walk through it all.
They made a path for me. The
For
path is
you.
actually
For
much
you.
more obvious now, probably for the next few hundred feet.
let me see if I can get this fixed.
It does become difficult terrain.
There we go.
Yeah. I'm just gonna jump over
Becomes
the patch of
interesting when I
grass.
start
Alright.
flinging acid through
You're just
it.
gonna jump a casual 200 feet.
It's 200 feet.
All right.
God damn.
So now this grass becomes overgrown.
That's a 100-foot radius. So if you were
Yeah.
there,
Oh yeah,
probably
it's a long. It's a big area.
Is Patch within 60 feet of me?
Yeah,
Imagine.
probably. Yeah.
All right. Can I counterspell?
Oh God.
you are going to
Okay. What level is plant growth?
3.
Yep,
Ugh.
it's instantly stopped. It doesn't. For some reason, your plant growth doesn't work.
Do I know that that's the cause of it?
Let's see, 60 feet. Let me see here for a second. Give me a second. I just want to.
And
look
the
at that.
infighting begins.
It doesn't
Nope,
say one way
nope.
or the other.
Nope, you do not notice because you are facing the other way. You cast your spell. Counterspell is only somatic components. You're not even looking that direction. So Alpha just gestures and your spell doesn't go off. You don't know why. It just because you don't hear
I
anything.
try to use
you
it.
don't
It's
see
like, all
anything.
right, sorry, fellas. I guess I had a misfire there, and I cast it again.
Oh God.
Well, I suppose this leads into who has more spell slots.
Don't waste your spells.
Yeah, I'm out of level 3 spell slots now.
Oh my God.
So you cancel it again?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you 3, or actually you 4, everybody else other than Patch is right next to Alpha. You all see Alpha doing some weird arcane gestures. I will let anyone that is proficient in Arcana actually roll. That means Leon, you could technically, since you're half proficient.
All right. I got a 19.
Yeah, you know that Alpha's casting Counterspell.
I'm not gonna say nothing. It's not
Okay.
my business. Just
Okay.
All right. I'll keep wasting spell slots. I'll cast it at level 4.
I'm gonna look at Leon and be like, does this always happen? Like, can't we just keep going without wasting magic?
I hand you the alcohol.
Oh,
Oh, don't worry.
I
I brought my own, and I take
I-
out my side pouch of hooch.
And now Patch is looking around because he's curious. He's like, what the heck? He
I
knows this spell works.
Okay,
at
well, hold
this
on.
point,
Alpha, do you counter? He's upcasting it.
I would not counter at this point simply because he's being so insistent.
Okay, so when you cast your 4th level spell version of it, it goes off. It works just fine.
I'm trying to make the grass happy. I'm looking around like,
The grass is happy now. It's 4th level spell slot happy.
does it look like anyone is like looking directly at me?
The
I
entire
don't
the
know, there's a
entire
bunch of
group
grass
are
around
observing you.
How can you tell?
Hmm.
The entire group is observing you
yeah,
from
That's
about
weird.
like 40, 50 feet away.
I'm not entirely sure why I had to cast that 3 times to get it to work. Is there some kind of anti-magic shit going on here?
I don't know. What
No?
you're
No
talking
answer?
about.
I was trying to say for a little while there earlier for what Torbrek had said to me. Leon would turn to him and just say, "I'm not in charge here." And as Patch says that a little bit later on, he says there are kind of anti-magic going on. Leon doesn't really want any infighting, so he just kind of looks at Patch and just shrugs.
Would I know that spells like this exist? I probably would, right?
I'm pretty sure one of us have been counterspelled before
Yeah.
in the arena.
Yeah.
I'm looking around at who else I know cast spells.
I'm gonna look at Patch and wave my fingers like I'm doing magic.
Wave your fingers like you're doing magic.
Oh,
He's
God.
doing the fucking Mickey Mouse Fantasia bullshit.
I'll try to do a performance to make it look like a
Okay, roll performance check.
I'm gonna insight.
Actually, no,
that
no, no. Actually,
For a
this
22.
this would be deception. Roll deception.
Okay. Yeah, it's 19.
I got a 22 on insight. So
Oh yeah, you completely see through his bullshit.
Patch glares at you. He already doesn't like you.
Can we just move on and not care about the grass?
How about we stop trying to work against each other? There's something funky going on here, and his eyes go over to the other caster. I've never seen Leon. I don't think I've ever seen Leon do a counter spell, and that narrows down the magic users to 1.
Now, which magic user is it?
He's looking at you now as like he doesn't say anything to you. He just kind of glares at you and keeps moving.
It's an odd look, I must say. Does your face need to be relaxed?
I'm gonna take some more alcohol.
Patch looks through his bag for the lightning bolt wand.
Hey, can we just go towards the bad guys?
Oh,
and take our
look,
angers
it
out
has
on them?
7 charges still. Look at that.
Can we go towards the bad guys and take our anger out on them, please? Just please. I'm begging.
What bad guys are you talking about? Do you know something I don't?
I
Are
don't
we
know.
being
We
stopped?
always run into bad guys at some point, and then there's fighting. I'm assuming we're.
Wait, why am I
leading
even
to a point-
talking to you? I hate you. And he
And
keeps
you're a
walking.
midget, so stop talking and start walking.
You don't tell me what to
Wondering
do.
why we were talking to grass.
I mean, you guys have an interesting party here.
I'd prefer if the blue one would not be here. I'm not really sure why we're traveling with him. He's kind of a psychopath.
Who is the blue?
I don't know.
raise my
Torbrek.
hand.
No, it's like this Jen asking.
Yeah, that's Torbrek.
He's a Furbolg monk.
Gotcha.
With a pink beard.
Sorry, I haven't been in a very hot minute.
Yeah, we got a freaking psychopath and a guy that doesn't understand friendly fire, which I suspect may have something to do with things that happened in the last few minutes.
Man,
What
herring
happened
guns
last
in this
minute?
world are way crankier than the ones in the Fey realm. Fish.
You would be wise to be quiet.
And you would be wise to grow a couple more feet before you talk to me. Now let's move.
Ooh,
That
Patch.
was kind of mean.
Patch does not like.
You didn't like me in the beginning, so let's just do this, kill people, and help you get to your journey. I'm just trying to make sure that I get home safe, and whatever's happening over
How about
here
you
doesn't come
go
to
about
my
your
home.
way then? Go
All
find
right,
your
I
way
leave.
home.
Damn.
All right, Patch continues on his way.
All right. So Patch is heading off following this pathway. While you are doing that, the rest of you are at camp. So while you're at camp and Patch is kind of going exploring stuff, there are still some things that need to be done at camp before, and this is in the morning. You guys have woken up not too terribly long ago. In fact, I will adjust this. as you can see, it is. You should be able to see it in this one here that it is brightened up. The sun is starting to come up over the horizon. So it is brightening a little bit. Breakfast still needs to be had. Horses watered, fed, and things packed up and put back in the wagons before you head out onto the road. So during that time of you guys taking care of these specific chores and stuff, is there anything else that you specifically want to do at the camp?
I personally wouldn't want to leave Patch alone, just wandering off by himself. So I would be following him.
Okay, so you're gonna go follow Patch.
Mhm.
I'll stay back and pack stuff up,
Okay.
but not say anything.
I don't really know how to do much of anything, so I suppose I'll just try and help Oscar here.
Okay.
I'll, with her help, I'll show her what we need to pack up and just get everything ready.
I got my own shit to pack, so
All right. So while you guys are packing that stuff up, Leon, you've trailed after Patch.
Mhm.
Patch, as you are following this path, the grass is showing you, sort of. It's not 100% clear. It's not like a clearly well-defined path. This is the grass kind of blowing in the breeze, but you seem to get the sense that they are, that the grass is trying to show you a direction, and that's what you're following. As you are going through this, you end up, you go kind of over some hills, down into some valleys, kind of following it down around a curve of the land. You cannot see the campsite from where you're at, and you've been going for a few minutes, so you feel like, you're probably a few thousand feet away from camp by this point. And Leon is not too far behind you. He's not like running right up onto you, unless that's what you want to do.
No, just
okay.
following him.
But so he's probably about like, anywhere between 30 and 60 feet behind you, just kind of keeping up, but not like being right up in your business.
Mhm.
You eventually get to an area where you come around. On your left is kind of a rise of a hill, and then if you follow the lower edge of that hill, you're kind of coming around it. And as you come around it, you see what looks like the remnants of a very, very small campsite. And by campsite, I do not mean like there's tents or anything like that. You can tell that a very small fire has been lit in this area, one that would not easily be seen because of where it's located. Someone had some skill with this and was able to, hide a small fire and rest. And you can see how some of the grasses are laid down or trampled a bit in this area. By this time, Leon catches up with you, and you're both at this campsite. Is there anything you guys want to do?
Yeah, Leon was saying, doesn't look like there's anything here.
They might be out right now. I mean, they did help us, so it'd be kind of nice to thank them at least.
Or maybe sticking our nose in their business is a issue. I think it'd be best to be cautious.
Yeah, maybe. Speaking of being cautious, I don't think I like our new comrade, especially the blue one.
We all have our differences, but
He was way out of line.
We don't have to be enemies with each other.
I mean, I just don't see any common ground here. He kind of just seems like a big jerk to me.
Well, he might seem like a big jerk to you, but maybe he's just misguided. It doesn't seem like he wants to hurt anybody. It just seems
That
like
is I'm gonna have to disagree there. He seemed to be taking thorough enjoyment in killing pretty much everything we came across so far.
What I was going to say is that might be just what he knows.
Maybe. Well, I just don't agree with.
And that's fine. I don't think you have to agree with it. But for as long as we're traveling together, we don't need to be enemies. I think properly talking to him, instead of arguing with him, would maybe help both of you see a new perspective. For you to see that we have differences and that that's okay, and for him to maybe try and learn to use violence with a bit more caution.
Yeah, maybe not.
Well, we won't know until we try.
Perhaps.
Now,
And
if you want to dig around here, I'm not going to stop you, but I'm going to get back to camp and make sure that everything's all packed up and taken care of, and before we start heading back out to Ravensbarrow.
yeah, sure. And Patch continues to stay there.
And as Leon's walking away, says, "Stay safe, all right? I want to see you back at camp in at least 30 minutes."
How long is the trip here?
Probably about 10.
All right, I'll try.
I said at least, but I meant at most. Like, I don't want you gone.
I know
for
you meant.
30 Yeah, okay.
3 hours later.
3 hours later.
Before Leon walks back, I'm left with the blue man and mushroom dude.
Mhm.
Yep, that's like I said. What are you doing back there at camp?
Real quick, I just want to say I really got to use the bathroom. So I'll
Yeah,
be
go,
back.
go.
So, you guys don't seem like a one big happy family. So, what brings all of you guys together?
I go for it.
A surge of magic took me into consciousness, teleported me into this realm from one which I do not remember well, and gave me the ability to possess corpses. I now wander seeking what it means to be alive.
Okay, sounds great. Didn't answer the question. Next.
I woke up. I was in the Fey realm. I woke up randomly in some small town where we all met, and then we got into some trouble with a fake cult that was robbing people of their money. I didn't realize how weak they were, and I started knocking guys out one by one and eventually just destroying them. But I was doing it as a form of protection, as someone stronger protecting the weak. But apparently, the only thing that Patch sees is me killing people for no good reason. And I'm just trying to get back home, and the only way that they've been telling us is that there's some root from a different dimension that's been causing things to die, and I don't want it ending up in the Fey realm, so I'm doing as best as I can over here to make it stop, and maybe find a way home.
Okay, so home is where?
Another universe.
Oh, Fey City?
Not Fey City, just Fey
Feywild.
World.
Both
like-
of you?
That's technically where I'm from. Although I
would
don't know
assume-
where.
Yeah, he's something. I have never met something like him before, but he seemed like he was a little bit off, so we just became friends, and we've been helping each other out in this new world.
Okay, but why? Like, there's so much tension. Why are you guys? I mean, is it the root
No,
thing?
I can answer part of the tension. Torbreck, you remember when you snapped the neck of the wyvern?
Yep.
Patch didn't like that.
Well,
the way
it
you
was,
did it.
okay, that was just because he was pissing me off a little bit. I shouldn't have done it, and I should apologize for that. But to
I
be fair,
agree.
it was a dangerous situation, and we were just trying to get rid of these things as fast as possible. Not everything in nature can be calmed or tamed. Some things just want to eat you, and some things can be tamed to become your friend. Those things wanted to kill us, so I would rather kill them than be killed.
I
That's my
under-
first initial instinct.
I mean, that's a valid point.
I understand where you're coming from, Torbeck. The I think we need to just lay low. Not necessarily for how we feel about one another, but just so we're not causing unnecessary problems. We're already a hindrance to everybody just by existing.
That's true. Oh no,
But
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
So, I guess the real question is, how come you guys are all traveling together with such separate intentions?
I have
Well,
nowhere else to go.
that's also a good point, but I feel like these guys, from what I've gathered from them, they've been dealing with stuff like interdimensional planes and demons and stuff. Maybe I can find a portal on my way home or to get me back. Because this world is fine, it's cool, but it's not home for me. I'd rather be home where I can protect my kind and see making sure that they don't get killed. But I'm in some new land with no idea of how things work, trying to understand. I just get told where to point towards a bad guy and go after it.
So, I guess, do we know what their goal is? Are they just chauffeuring you guys till you find home?
Something about going to Ravensbarrow and learning more about some root that's been causing towns to turn into zombies and then eventually it becoming a new natural life source. But it has to do with some demon and some like wealthy guys and stuff like that. They had old companions and old friends, but each of them had something that they were doing, so they had to go off to complete their own missions. But that's as far as I've been told for what their goals are.
I haven't been told that much, so he's got more info than I.
Yeah, I
Well,
like
you have
talking
more
to
info
the
than I
elf.
do.
I like talking to the elf. He seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders.
He
Leon.
seems like the one normal one.
Yep. And that's why I talked to him about either patch or anything that's going on so I can at least have some understanding of what's good, what's not to do here, trying to figure out what's what. Now, have I shown off? Yes, but it's to only prove that I'm worthy of traveling with them so that way I know I can take care of them and they can take care of me. Now, if Patch understood that as me showing off or me just being violent, that's not what I'm going to try to lead off. I was just raised in a different mindset from where I came from, and it's kind of hard to transition.
Can I tell what race he is?
What race Torbeck is?
Yeah. Because I know he said
That
Fae.
yeah. Give me a. Are you proficient in history or arcana?
No.
Neither of those. Okay.
What history or what was the other one?
Arcana.
Also no.
Okay. So in that case, I will allow you a straight intelligence check.
Well, it's a whole 9.
Okay. You are not sure because whatever he is, it is not something you have seen before. It is not something you have necessarily heard about before, or at least if you have, you don't recall it. It's you're just not sure about, what are you? That's kind of what your head's going to.
And then what about the mushroom chick?
Even less of a clue.
Oh.
Yeah, you can tell based on the smell. Somehow it's alive-ish, but it clearly also is like rotting, like an undead.
Humor me. And I walk up to the mushroom. I put my hand on where your heart, in theory, would be. Is there a heartbeat?
I don't know, is there? Not something I would have looked into.
There is, but it's weird because it's not like it is a heartbeat because when you put your hand on the chest, you don't feel it right on the chest. It feels more like it's coming from lower down, like in the abdomen.
I move my hand towards the abdomen.
Okay. It's a pulsating feeling, but it is, and you could call it a heartbeat if you want, but you don't know. It does. You're not sure if this is a contraction of muscle or what's causing it. It's rhythmic. It's there, but it's not in the place you would call a heart.
Okay. I'll step away and drink some more of my alcohol. And then I'm gonna continue to pack up.
All right. Okay. By about this time, Leon finally gets back.
Hey Leon, welcome back.
And
Hey, look,
he,
there's a cat.
oh,
Oh, and a lake.
and perfect timing for Leon has finally come back.
What did I miss?
Hey,
You just got back to camp.
yeah, perfect timing. You just arrived back at camp.
Awesome.
And you didn't hear anything they said, so it's like you were actually gone from camp, so it's perfect.
Cool. I'm good at timing, apparently. What is this wire?
I don't know.
Oh, I see. The cat's dragged it under the desk.
Yes, that's what they do.
Well, I'm back.
Welcome back.
We
Leon,
didn't
is
find.
this how you do this knot?
I look at the knot that he's he, she, they, it has tied.
It's super wrong.
It's way
It's wrong. Okay.
Yes.
No, that is not how you do that knot. I'm gonna roll survival to see if I can figure it out.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
That's an 11.
All right. You struggle with it for a little bit. Eventually, though, after about 4 or 5 minutes of fucking around with it, you finally kind of get it loosened up enough that you're able to pull it apart.
Okay. Am I able to put it back together properly?
I don't know. Can you?
Do I roll another survival?
Yeah.
That one's an 8.
Okay. Yeah. No, you tied a thing. You don't know if it'll hold or if it works or if you'll ever be able to get it undone. Who knows?
At this point, since it's taking 2 people, I'm gonna walk over and just take a look at it.
Okay. It looks like rope.
What are you guys trying to do here?
Tie a knot.
Let me take a crack at it. God.
Survival check.
Nope. Don't. Yeah, it looks fine to me.
All right.
So, can I bend luck here, Jason?
You can try.
I want to make it even fucking lower.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Okay.
I'm having some serious deja vu here.
All right, the roll's reduced by 1.
All right. So instead of an
3.
8, well, no, on Leon's.
Oh, okay.
So it's a 7 then, Leon.
Fun.
All right. Now, while you guys are all fucking with this knot and getting things finalized, Patch, you finally return. Oh, by the way, did you bring that what you found with you, or?
Based on what I said, no, I would not
Okay.
have.
All right. Fair enough. Okay, so Patch, you finally returned.
As much as I would have liked to, I think that's the right play based on what I had stated.
Fair enough.
Ooh, secret DM stuff. I like it.
Ooh.
All right, so
It wasn't anything crazy.
you're back at camp.
You might need to check that knot. They were having some trouble, and I'm not getting involved.
It would be much better if Gold were here.
Yeah, I miss that guy.
Yeah, money is helpful, but that's not going to help you tie a knot.
No. He was
No.
our friend.
Goldmere. The
So wait, you
pre-
paid someone to tie knots?
No, his
Oh.
name was Gold.
What? That's so confusing.
Patch does not
The
respond any
meta
further
is
to that.
so... Anyways, Patch, I don't know how to tie knots. Please help.
Oh, hang on. Let's see. All right. Well, good thing I had advantage. 18.
Okay.
I would like to bend luck. I want to make it even better.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
+4.
Okay.
Do you know what it was for?
I don't know.
All right. So,
Bend luck is my favorite feature.
Is that just
Pretty good
unlimited?
feature.
As long as I've got sorcery points, yeah, it is.
Does it cost sorcery points, or is it just literally free as long as you have them?
It costs me 2 sorcery points every time I do this thing.
I don't know enough about sorcerers to know how many they get.
Not a lot.
That's
They're
pretty
equal to
good,
my
though.
level.
Ah, okay. Would I have known that back there?
if you'd rolled better,
Fair enough.
but not until
Yeah,
not until you got here and you had this
Yeah,
conversation.
they said the name, and I'm like, wait. Huh. That's strange.
Norman.
Everything about today has been strange.
Yeah.
And
well,
I've only been up for 20 minutes.
We should get going.
Agreed. We should get going.
And what knot were you guys trying to tie? On what?
This one, and it's a fucking jumbled mess of
Oh yeah,
cord.
it's fucked.
What the
It-
heck have you all done?
I tied a knot, then Torbreck tied a knot, and then Leon tied a knot. Or no, Leon tied it after I did, then Torbreck said it was good.
Patch looks at the awful knot.
Yeah, it's totally fucked. Go ahead and roll a survival check.
22.
Okay, yeah.
I would like to make it even better.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Just save your points.
Nope. What use do I have for them besides making it a 25?
Okay, so yeah, you know exactly what's wrong with this knot, and you managed to fix it.
It's everything.
Yes. You undo it and completely
Actually,
redo
not
it,
even
and it
supposed
is
to be a knot.
fixed. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but it was atrocious.
Can I observe Patch redoing this knot just so I can...
You know,
learn from the future?
I see him looking, I would imagine, and I'm going to show him the steps that I go through.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right.
I'm mad at him, but I understand that after what he said, that he is a new being, and I'm choosing to be nice to him
I'm basically a magical
because I
toddler.
don't know he was the one counterspelling me. I just kind of suspected it, and he was
Yeah.
angry.
Sounds familiar.
So
All
I
right.
won't count that against my will to do that. So yeah, I'll show you the steps I took to tie that.
Okay.
Thank you, Patch.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys are all finally packed up for the morning and ready to hit the road whenever you want to.
We're on the road again.
All
I
right.
cannot wait to get on the road again.
So we're going to go around the room again. So for today's travel, Patch, start us off with a morning roll. Straight 1d20.
Let's go. It was an 18, and then it tipped slightly into a 5.
All right. The weather is continuing to suck.
Boo.
It is again, the rain picks up a little bit more than it has been. It's just, this has not been a pleasant portion of the trip. Ranga,
Yeah,
go ahead and roll a d20 to find
You
out
win
how
some,
the
you lose a
afternoon
lot.
goes.
11.
11. It slowly starts to clear up. By the time lunchtime rolls around, it's not complete overcast. It's now partially cloudy. There's still, some of the clouds are actually don't look like they are black and gray and full of rain anymore. Some still do, but some of them actually look a little bit lighter, a little bit fluffier. And, it's not as bad. You're not getting rained on all the time. Just little pockets here and there. Evening. Alpha, go ahead and roll.
16, baby.
By the time evening rolls around and you guys are ready to make camp, the weather has cleared. There are a few clouds in the sky now. It is not raining anymore. In fact, it is now feeling like a very nice evening. You can see the stars in the sky. The moon is out or coming up as you're stopping to make your camp. And you feel like, okay, maybe at least we'll get a good night's sleep tonight. Watches for the evening.
I will take
last.
whatever.
I'll go second.
I'll go last.
Okay, so first was who? Okay, so Ranga first. Leon, you said second.
I'm going to stay up at the same time as Ranga's still new.
Okay. So Patch and Ranga first, Leon second, Torbreck last. Alpha, are you going to join anyone or are you just sleeping?
I'll join in on second watch.
Okay. All right, so Patch and Ranga, give me perception checks.
Woohoo! Let's see. Based
10.
on sight, hopefully, because wow, those were atrocious. 12.
Hey, what'd you get, Ranga?
10.
Okay. Patch, you notice Ranga got a little bit gassy after that meal.
Ew.
That's, you don't hear him all the time, but you definitely smell him.
Little bunny nose starts twitching like
Yeah.
and scoots over a couple feet.
Ranga,
Yeah.
you're a little bit gassy. You're trying to play it off that it's Patch, but you don't think you're being
Fucking
that...
Peter Griffin in the elevator.
Yeah.
It was you.
It was you. You're not sure if you're pulling it off too well, though. But other than that, it's actually a pleasant watch. That first watch, the weather's a bit nicer, so it's a nice evening. And if you guys want to talk about anything, feel free. Other than that, we'll move on, but it's up to you.
Patch isn't feeling very talky. If you ask him anything directly, he'll reply, but he's not making any efforts to make conversation right now.
No, it's fine. You clearly don't want to talk.
All right, second watch. Leon and Alpha, go ahead and roll perceptions.
13.
11.
All right. There's a lingering smell.
Oh my god.
Get my pen to work.
Leon, you're pretty sure it's Alpha and just the newfound odor that you now realize that you've been nose blind to for a long time, but...
You made me hyper aware to it, you asshole.
Sorry, bro.
But other than that, again, Midwatch is peaceful. Nothing much happens. Torbreck, your turn. Perception check.
Oh, 9.
Nothing much
God.
happens. It is a fairly uneventful evening. And morning comes around and you guys are ready to leave for the day. Torbreck, your
Yep.
turn. Morning shift. Roll a d20.
2. It was about to be a 20, but it landed on 2.
And
Understandable.
what was a beautiful night last night, or at least much, much better weather, has again turn to shit as another front moves through and another big storm slams into you this morning. It is miserable. You are not making a lot of headway. Leon, afternoon.
Afternoon. 18.
18. Surprisingly, that front moved through very, very quickly. And you feel like you must be in Florida and have waited just about 30 minutes for the weather to change, as it always does, because it is now gorgeous out. And while the road's still a little bit difficult to traverse because of the rain and some of the mud it's taken on, your spirits are a little bit lifted because the sun has come out and it is attempting to dry out all this rain really well. Hatch, D20, please.
God bless it, 9.
Okay. The wind picks up a little bit, but other than that, it's still sunny out and it's not raining. So as you continue on, it's not the greatest day towards the evening, but definitely it had picked up quite a bit during the middle of the day, which made things go fairly well.
You'd think I'd be able to see this with my druid craft, but for some reason it feels like it's kind of up in the air from moment to moment.
I know, it's crazy weather that's happening. But what you guys have figured is that over the past 4 days of travel, it's been pretty rough overall. Yeah, we were looking at about 2 weeks to get to Ravensbarrow. May have added a couple more days of trekking onto this trip just due to the inclement weather causing problems. Next night comes around, you guys keep the same watches?
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
I'll just have everyone roll perception checks for your watch.
First roll. That's
Natural? Oh,
all right. 19.
Okay. Ranga,
5.
Alpha,
natural 20, 21.
okay. Leon,
10.
Torbrek,
Frickin' 8.
okay. Alpha, while you're on watch, this is one of the few watches that you haven't fallen asleep on. You're actually looking out across the plains and everything. Weather's okay this evening. It's not the greatest, but it's not bad. And at least there's some light from the moon and the stars helping a little bit. You think you see 2 pinpricks of light quite a ways away. You're guessing maybe 100, 200 yards from the camp. Almost like they're peeking out over a rise of hill through the grasses. You see them momentarily and then they're gone.
I would likely say to Leon, I see something. I'm going to check it out. And then begin walking towards it.
And Leon's gonna follow behind Alpha. And I'm gonna use one of my spell slots to turn invisible because I'm not gonna walk.
He's about to get a long rest anyway.
Yeah, I'm about to get a long rest anyway, so.
Okay.
Make that visibility greater.
Yeah.
So,
No, just normal invisibility.
Oh, okay.
so you're
Not
heading,
the cool shit.
All the good stuff.
Nope, not the cool shit.
The
Except
good shit.
it lasts longer with normal invisibility. So
yeah, that's what she said.
whatever
So-
you said, it cut out, Dad. So
I said that's what she said.
No.
All right, so you are heading out towards where Alpha saw these 2 pinpricks of light momentarily.
Yes.
It's a little ways out there. it takes you a moment or two. Are you just straight walking up out there, or are you obviously Leon? You're invisible, but are you guys trying to be stealthy? Are you
Leon's trying to be stealthy.
Okay, so
I'm not.
I'll need a stealth check from you then, Leon.
I got a 26.
Whew.
Not bad, not bad.
It's all right.
It's alright. Okay. All right. So, as you are continuing to walk out there, Jen hiccups, and
Get her.
I need perception checks from both of you.
Polar opposite. Natural 1 for a 2.
22.
The dice giveth, and the dice taketh away.
The epitome of. I love it.
22.
Okay. Neither of you see anything.
Not even with the 22?
No.
Damn.
In an attempt to get closer, since I haven't noticed anything, I'm going to Misty step up 30 feet.
Okay. So,
See if I catch anything off guard by doing so.
Leon, you see Alpha do a missy step, pops forward 30 feet.
Okay.
Alpha, when you do, now Leon, I need you to give another perception check.
Nat 1 for a total of 5.
Okay,
Yay.
so you
My
definitely don't
God.
see this. Alpha, you feel as you come out of this misty step and arrive in your location, you feel like you're being watched, but you cannot tell from where. And then all of a sudden you feel something sharp underneath your chin.
Underneath my what, Jason?
Your chin. And you kind of angle your eyes down to look, and a broadsword, its tip is right underneath your chin, the cold steel against your neck, extending out to an arm that is coming out from the long grasses, holding it up against your throat. And you hear very, very quietly a whisper that says, "Your time is coming soon. You need to leave this place. You do not belong here. I'm giving you the chance now. Go home. I do not want to have to hurt you."
You cut out. What was that?
You don't hear it, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Well, I didn't
guess
hear it
don't get
either.
to
Okay.
speculate.
They don't want to hurt you, but he wants
I don't
to
want to
fuck
fuck
out.
you.
Yeah, it says you need to go home. You do not belong here. I do not want to have to hurt you.
Oh, okay.
And then both of you give me perception checks.
19?
Okay.
Dirty 20.
All right. Both of you, even though you're further away, Leon, both of you kind of catch it kind of out of the corner of your eyes, Alpha, because it's next to you over to your right. Leon, you kind of see ahead where Alpha went, to the right of where Alpha's standing. Some quick movement, and then what almost looks like a rift that opens up between here and somewhere else. It's like a split in the air that opens up for just a few seconds. The movement goes through and then it closes.
Having or did I notice the weird slit in the air or anything?
Yes, you did. You caught it out of the corner of your eye.
Okay. Can I roll Arcana to try and deduce the magic that was used there?
Sure.
It's just a 12.
Okay. You're not exactly sure.
I'd like to also roll Arcana.
I'll allow it. You saw the effect.
Haha, 5.
Yeah. Did Alpha like, break wind or something? You don't know. Fart jokes tonight, man.
Yep.
So
Highbrow.
you're not exactly sure. Damn straight. You're not exactly sure what the hell that was.
Leon?
You shouldn't know that I'm there.
Leon?
That's what I would say if I thought you were there.
All right, Leon's gonna pop out from invisibility. And
Hypothetically.
Okay.
he's going to hypothetically appear and say, "Yes."
I've never feared for my own life before.
Mm-hmm.
I've been told I need to leave, but I don't know how.
Aw.
We'll find a way.
I hope we do.
Actually had some sadness in your voice there. I actually genuinely feel bad for the character. Hypothetically, of course.
That's right, you're not there, fucker. No feelings for you.
He says as non-metagamely as possible. With Riz.
With Riz? Shit. I guess I'm just gonna start walking back with Leon if Leon's following me. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I said I went uninvisible, so
Okay.
I'm just with you.
So you guys head back to the camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the way though, Jason.
Mhm.
I'll as far as I'm aware, all I saw was broadsword tip at my throat.
Yep.
Did I see anything else?
No.
All right,
You did
I'm not gonna bring it up then.
Okay.
Like I said, you saw a broadsword tip and then the sword going down to, an arm holding it that was coming out of the grasses, which tall grasses. So it was like someone like ducked down in the grasses and thrust up a blade deftly and like perfectly right under your jaw so that it was there threatening, but it's like, how the fuck did they do that?
Mm-hmm. Quietly as well as the problem.
Mm-hmm. So you guys arrive back at the campsite. The rest of the watch is uneventful. You wake up, everybody, the next morning, and you've all had a long rest, and you are ready to continue your travels.
All right.
I need everyone to roll a d20.
Maybe it'll be okay the 20th time.
I
And
rolled a 13.
Okay.
I rolled a 7.
I've deceived you. It wasn't okay the 20th time. 9.
I got a 14.
I got a 2.
Oh,
Our
God.
average is so bad this session.
Yeah, you guys are rolling shit.
Those
So-
straight rolls are killing me.
So, what happens is over the course of the rest of your travel from here to the city of Ravensbarrow, a journey that this leg of it that you started about 4 days ago that should have taken you about 2 weeks has taken 3 due to inclement weather, due to everything else that has kind of come up and stopped you, or delayed you at least. Until now, an additional week gone by that you weren't really thrilled to be traveling in because the weather was messing with you. Kind of getting to the end of some of your rations you finally see ahead of you at about midday the city of Ravensbarrow, which is extremely hard to miss. As even from this distance, you can see a gigantic curtain wall that seems to go around a huge city with towering buildings and an enormous castle keep that seems to be rising up out of the center, easily, 10, 20 stories tall. It's hard to tell from this distance, but Leon, you would know.
Mm-hmm.
You have lived in this city for a long time. It has only been in the past little bit that you've been away from it. As much as there were reasons that you left, reasons that still may exist and still may pose a danger to you, you can't help but feeling like I'm home. As you know that in only a scant 30 minutes or so, your cart will arrive at the gates of the city. And that's where we're going to leave it tonight.
All right.
All right.
Yay, we made it.
All right. So thank you, everyone who watched. I hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed. And just to let you know, because next week is Thanksgiving week, we will not have a session next week. But that will be was it going to be the 30th, right? I believe,
yeah,
yep, the
30th.
30th, Thursday the 30th of November will be our next session. It'll be episode 44 of Atavar Ascension, where the party looks like they are finally made it to Ravensbarrow, and we will see what adventures are going to happen next. So hope to see you then. Later, everybody.